Hello. Sifu is an amazing roguelike fighting game that recreates famous martial arts movies. While the story on the surface is about a revenge story, it's not just that. Hello, I'm Noah Price, your Christian gamer who loves RPGs and JRPGs and, well, its cousin, roguelikes. I'm kind of glad that there's content creators around the world that just make videos on stuff and sometimes are on top of things way better than I am, because I honestly forgot about Sifu until, well, some content creators started making Let's Plays of it as it started coming out. I remember when I first saw the trailer for this game, I was pumped for it. It looked very exciting and, well, kind of hard, to be honest. From my recalled accounts, it did seem like it was going to be super hard on the precision, mostly because, oh, you can attack from your hands or your feet, and from there it goes from a combo string. While I haven't mentioned it much, but fighting games is a genre that I usually don't play. It's kind of funny because I have a twin brother and we're opposites, and he loves fighting games and I loves RPGs that are turn-based. It's weird. Now, I don't hate fighting games. I do play them every once in a while, mostly because with my brother, I'll play with him and we'll have fun with that. But I haven't spent years just focusing on learning combos and executing them, mostly because I'm lazy, let's be honest. Doesn't mean I can't change and I don't want to change. So I'm excited with this game to, well, grow myself as a gamer, to learn how to be a better, well, fighting game gamer. Is that a thing? Let's say it's a thing. I won't lie though, I'm very weirded out as to how this is a roguelike. When this was first shot of what I remember, I don't remember it ever being said that it's a roguelike. There is that dying feature of when you die, you grow older, and that mechanic seemed very fascinating, but if that's really it, then it's hardly to be a roguelike. But I'm gonna be optimistic and open-minded, and I'm excited to see what this game has to offer. As a Christian personally though, there's one question that kind of popped to my mind as I got pumped to play this game, and we'll talk about it as we go throughout this journey. But what are we waiting for? Let's just get into the game now and see what this game has to offer.
So, right off the bat, we're going to start off a little bit messy, obviously. It's me. The first hour and a half that I played of this game actually didn't get recorded. Yeah, whoops. I was able through that little bit of time to actually beat the very first boss. I mean, it wasn't pretty. I ended up at age 39, which is not great. So getting a fresh start will be nice, and hopefully it'll make me look good. The beginning hits so hard. You just start off if you're trading a martial arts place, and the atmosphere of just the music, the rain, everything, it's just, oh my gosh, it's so tense and ominous. Also, Aaron Yeager. It doesn't take long for the game to show that it's not going to hold your hand. I was worried originally when I first heard about this game, mostly because from what it showed on the gameplay footage, it sounded like that it was going to be very, very precision based, like much more than it is already. Luckily, it's not as precision focused as I was worried, but as we're going to find out on this journey, it will take a lot of precision and well thought out moves. Still no music as we meet one of our friends, I think. We get some dialogue choices, which I obviously decide to not be a jerk and call out his jerkiness. I continue to wreck some dudes that I know personally nothing about. Definitely the smart thing to do, definitely. This game makes you feel like a cracked out kung fu master from films if you know what you're doing. Luckily, since this is my second attempt here, I can show that. Up to this point, the dramatic music has slowly really just crept into the presence of this game, really forcing the question of what exactly is going on here. It looks like I found my first boss, which, alright, let's do it. And right about now, it's pretty clear that we're the bad guys. Great. And even though I've taken on this guy once, I'm already getting whooped on by him again. After getting thrown out into the rain and then get told that we seem like angry children, whatever, old man, you're the angry child. But after whooping on him more, we get the dub. And what a way to take out someone. Oh, yo, who's that? Oh my gosh, that switch to a character selection is so good. Also, I had no idea that there was a character select. Like, with what little I saw of this game, I didn't see a female option at all. And we proceed to get got. But luckily, we had a one-up mushroom in the form of some talismans, so never mind. Oh my gosh. Again with this game, I had no idea that we were actually playing a martial arts movie. With just the sound, the music, the color design, the transition, oh, it hits so well. This has to be one of my favorite tutorials in a long time. Oh, hello. I guess this is our humble home. Love it. So a main component in this game is the detective board, where we as the character are grabbing pieces to figure out where are our prey and trying to hunt them down. Personally, as a game mechanic size, I don't really care too much about it, but as a aesthetic to the story, I really love, and it makes sense. Also, I'm still bewildered that this game is a roguelike, just with how I normally perceive roguelikes as being really random and that kind of component, and the actual roguelike elements are a little bit less known in this game compared to other roguelikes. But hey, more unique roguelikes the better. So some of how this game works is from reading right down here though, which would have been nice if I actually did that and actually understood it. So every single time we die, we come back a year older. And at each decade, one of the pendants loses its power. And it's actually game over once you die after making it to your 70s. So far, this game isn't that detailed or specific, which is kind of a theme throughout the game, again, which kind of sucks for me. Also, another specific that is left out is when you die, there is a skull counter. And that is how many ages you go up by. You've died 3 times, you will go up in age 3 years. This aspect can be brutal, but there are ways to get the skulls down, and honestly think it does help with the scaling of this game. There is a guard meter, similar to like Sekiro or other games, where through blocking, parrying, or etc., you can then do takedowns on enemies. Breaking guards of enemies is going to be very crucial in this game. Right here, it shares the true roguelike mechanic, besides the starting over game over. After losing all the pendant's power and dying again, you have to restart the level you're at. There are skills you can unlock with experience, and those skills don't come back. There are 1 upgrades from the shrines that do stay though. There are ways that can allow you to permanently unlock these skills also, which is very crucial, but sadly I didn't pick up on this until way later, which I'm kind of embarrassed about. Also, your skill tree is from an actual tree. I assume this is a cherry blossom tree, but I could be wrong. Roast me in the comments for this actually being a redwood. There's also a training mode, which is probably good. Again, the side of me that's not really into fighting games doesn't really care too much about going into training modes or practice modes and trying to learn combos. But hey, that's just because I'm a bit lazy. All right, time to hunt down our first boss and, well, actually play the game. These kind of in-loaded waiting screens, I have mixed feelings about. I do hate when I leave the room to go get food or stuff while waiting on the loading screen, and then my guy has just been sitting there wasting time. I don't really like that for some reason. I know, it's a dumb thing to hate, but this corrects that. The problem comes when you restart a level over and over. This can get a little bothersome. But in a game like a roguelike or a Souls-like or something where it's hard, you're going to be restarting levels a lot. Having less time in between levels, it just helps so much. Not that I'm going to be dying a lot. Yeah! Nailed it. Finally, we got to the classic area that was shown off in the trailers that I saw. Sometimes in games, when you switch the 3D to a 2D perspective, it can really mess up the game and be frustrating. Luckily, that's not the case here, and you get an actual cool hallway fight scene. Spoilers, but sadly, there isn't enough of these 3Ds to 2Ds moments. Also, weapons are great, by the way. Don't take that out of context, please. I didn't want to use the weapons at first because it felt like cheating or something like that. I don't know why I think that. But the weapons do break, and after realizing that, I started making use of the tools available to me, which is very important in this game. After our last cool hallway scene, I get wrecked and lose my first life. Now, what skill am I going to pick? I ended up snagging the weapon catch. Even though this is very situational, I just really love when this happens in movies, so why not do that? Also, this is one of the ways that you can lower your skulls so you don't die so quickly. There are certain characters where when you break their guards and try to kill them, that's what I'm calling it from here on out, they actually become Super Saiyans. I killed this one before he could, but you'll see them in the future, trust me. Enough of that though, we've arrived to our first shrine. But Noah, shrines are pagan. And you are right, viewer. But two things. One, when I press X, it doesn't say that I pray to it. Two, when I'm detached from the actions of my characters, otherwise I wouldn't play this game because I don't go around fighting people. I'm not about that. But how I play the game is to, one, create a martial arts movie-like story, and two, to win a personal goal of getting better at the precision mechanics. That's in this game. Those are my goals, not to worship, and I don't think this game really forces me to worship. Let me know your thoughts on this kind of aspect in this game, though. Or just roast me. Either way works. With the shrine rewards, there are 3 different categories to choose from. One that is limited to what age you're at. One that is based solely on what score you've been able to make through combos and multiplayers. And a category based upon your XP that you have, which you can use instead of actually buying skills. Obviously, the score-based reward is the best, which I didn't realize until much later. But starting off, since I'm a scrub, I went for getting back more health from when I take down enemies, because let's be honest, I'm going to be taking a lot of damage here. These rewards from the shrines are the only perks that stay with you if you game over. After jumping through this window without getting cut on glass, because the rule, cool, we finally run into our first big boy. No, it's not a fat joke. So these 4 square boys are very annoying due to them hitting hard and their grab attack. Luckily, I got him before he could get me, but oh my gosh, these guys are probably the best enemy against me. Now it's time for a big confrontation. My game plan is to jump the first guy and then stay by this pipe, but there are a lot of goons. The pipe weapon does help a lot with breaking down the guard, and boom, bam, I'm still alive. Now we are locked out of the next room to continue. So, it's time to take on a mini boss, or mini bosses. Last time when I fought these two, I didn't have my pipe, which made it much harder. Definitely lost a couple lives, but not this time. Oh yeah, looking good. Shrine time. I went with another extra health pack. This is a good pick when you're a scrub in the game and you want to make it farther to learn more of the game and what the level looks like. That tends to be how health upgrades work in roguelikes. They're not really the pro strat, but when you're starting, it doesn't hurt. Snake attack! This can be a tough area due to so many goons and the usage of bamboo sticks, which is also good for breaking guard. Sadly, the group just barely was able to slap me with a bamboo stick. I decided to go with the environmental mastery, which means stuff I can pick up and a few extra items I can just chuck at enemies instead. And I really underestimated this skill. Much later, I actually invest in this because it's really good, but right now I don't really make most of it. I also snagged the Raining Strike skill, which is a combo I fell in love with throughout this journey. It's so good. Round 2 was also a little more tough than I liked it. Got close to dying again, but lowered my skull count. Time for a second big boy. Ah! And we go with the strong sweep focus. My theory is we can get more hits off of this stunned person on the ground compared to our normal stun focus, but we'll have to see. Luckily, the bamboo is very good against the big boys, even though I didn't use it right. But hey, I got that chair push, which was cool, right? And time for our next shrine, which we decided to go with the focus regain with successful avoids or parry on enemies. Very good. What does this door open? Oh, whatever. Boss time, I guess. Okay, that's not normal. Oh my gosh. Wait, I could have caught that? Ah! So this guy is just a more fundamental sound guy, but I can do this, right? Aha! Oh, God. Dig it. Now I'm 28. So this guy isn't too complicated, it's just some silly leg stuff, right? That's mostly it. Oh, phase 2? Okay. After our man did some unhumanly things, I guess it's time to fight in a bamboo forest. Cool. Ah! Now, we're in our 30s. Our damage decreased, but our maximum health has decreased, and we broke our first pendant. But after some good bamboo slappings, we were able to take down our first boss. Told you I could do this. I honestly wasn't ready with this really just became a revenge story. But hey, time for the next boss, right? Don't think about it, right? We also picked up the skills of pushback cancel, which should help if we get wrecked. And we also got invert throw, which should help in case we get swarmed also. I decided to go back to the squats to get a better run, and maybe now that I beat the boss, I can uncover what's in that door behind the boss. I made it pretty far until I finally lost my first life. I grabbed the skill slide kick because anytime you can do a move right after sprinting is always so good to me. At least I love it. I love getting that first hit. And it also knocks the guy on the ground, which is really good too. I also grabbed a weapon catch again. What? It's a cool skill. Oh, and being 21 wasn't long-lived. Due to getting overwhelmed in the last hard encounter before the boss, I mean, a pipe was thrown in my head, okay? Next time, I'll actually catch it, okay? I swear. Ah! You can't catch legs. Yay, I'm 24. Finally, let's see what's behind this. Really? All right, let's whoop on this boss. Okay, so he took me down to 28, but that's better than 31, right? All right, let's hit up the club. Time to go clubbing. That's what people say, right? Just a reminder, I didn't realize, but this is theoretically the hardest place in reference to your skill in the game. This is when the game demands much more of you. Right off the bat, we are introduced to something that I love in this game. Just a regular dude who doesn't want to fight. You could whoop on him, but he's just a dude. I love it. Give me more choices like this. But after whooping the bouncer, we get to see what's inside. I learned pretty quickly that diplomacy is not really the answer. I knew I should have put more points into charisma. Whoa, there's a lot more people than I was expecting. Once I cleaned the place, then she finally decided to step in. This dance is a bit of a pain with the kicks. It's practically killer. I don't know. But I'm 31 now. Again? Seriously? I'm already halfway to 40. Oh no. Incoming push. Nice. Let's go a nice healthy gain back increase. What's up, dude? What's up? Locked. Love to see it. Okay. It's kind of dark fighting here, but I can do it. 39. Yay. Back to 3 skulls. Okay, that's a bit intimidating. Just a bit. As I go whooped on right here, let me share with you what I like about this place. Honestly, the Neon Tokyo vibes is super cool. And while occupied with the club music, it just fits really well. And okay. I don't like how close we are to 50. I'm really hoping we can make it to the boss before game over. That is my personal goal. Okay, excuse me. I'm just gonna get this bat here and now I'm 54. Okay, cool. Oh, brutal. Even though they brought me down to 50s, nobody deserved that. Where are the other drugs? Note taken. Big guy gotta go first. Woo! 60s. Yeah. Oh no. You're going Super Saiyan. That's not, okay. Okay. Let's try this again. No! Well, all of our pens have lost its power. Hopefully, we don't die again. Right? Finally. Well, this took way too long. Also, that change was cool. Okay, this may be it. Wait, what's that? Ow, well, that's our first game over. Great. Well, let's run it back. Finally getting back here, while only being in my early 30s feels pretty good, but let's make some actual progress. Okay, that one was a bit weird. And boom, your guard is finally broken. I feel like these shifts from different rooms would look cooler if it wasn't trying to run off an old PS4. It's doing its best, guys, okay? Big old group of dudes. Let's rebel! Definitely wasn't close to dying there. Definitely. Oh, this is a spot where you're supposed to move forward out of the dark on your own. Very cool. I just kind of sat here in the dark for a bit, which is not cool. Oh, well. So, we have a test, which is just another gauntlet. I can handle. So what skills am I gonna grab? A strong sweep? A strong sweep. This gauntlet area isn't too bad. Just luring them all at once into this little bit claustrophobic hallway is probably not ideal though. Whoa. No more hallways. Oh, okay. How about, I was in the middle of something. All right, I did it. I guess this was the first trial and there's 2 more after this. Great. I think I can make it to the boss this run. I think a 1v1. I'm honestly more worried. How about a switch? Okay, I can do this. Ah! So let's go with a ground counter. And a dodge. How about in the eye? Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. First try. Nailed it. Neat. I see. So this is the Matrix. This is the woman in the red. I see. Yes. So what's in you? Oh, okay. I mean, I could break it, but I guess it's not mine, so never mind. I'll be a good Christian. Let's see if I rolled my sneak high enough. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait. I want my stick. No! At least I'm not in my 40s. Okay. Low health. Good time for offense. Oh, my kidneys. My 40s. Okay. I just need to deal with one at a time. With some good... Ow! Good defense was what I was going to say. Guard. Start. Breaking. Oh, no. Not both of you. 50s. Woo. Okay. One down. That's progress. Woo. I was so close. There goes the last one. Trials done. Boss time. Oh, okay. Shrine. Let's try boost my structure and not die so early. How about that? Boss time. You smoke? For past addictions, you're going down. Oh, wait. If you remember in the tutorial against staffs, you want to be able to duck. I don't do this. Like this. I mean, I was already stun locked, but still. My biggest problem right now is I'm honestly just too worried about perfect blocking because it's filling my stun bar so quickly. But I'm dodging well also, so this just hurts a lot. This boss is teaching me to be more defensive and disciplined instead of being so quick and bash and overwhelmed. Alright. This time, let's at least learn some of the new enemies a little bit better. How about that? That's our goal. Okay, it hasn't been pretty this go around. But let's see what's behind this door. More goons? Oh, wait. Are all of you like this? Oh, so this is if you want to lower your skulls. That makes sense. Some high risk and high reward. I wasn't ready for this though. This isn't worth it if you stay at same skull count because you also die by them. Not worth it at all. Wow, I really regret that. But at least now I know knowledge is power. Okay, and where does this door go to? Oh, back to the first place. Shortcuts. Neat. I'm going to be starting the boss at 66 years? Not good. Well, let's at least spend our XP on getting rid of our skull count just so that we can hopefully spend a little bit more time with the boss and hopefully get to know him a little bit more. Okay, boss. Have you heard of a kick? Ow! Always the head. Get away! Okay, block. Ah. Ow! I need a helmet for this. To the floor with you. Yeah, how does it feel? Now it's even. Like, that's how it totally works. Well, it at least helps with lowering how much stagger he adds to my bar when I block at his attacks. I'm so close to dying. But his guard is so close to breaking. Take the staff. A slap. Yes. Oh, so they all have part 2. Okay. Okay. Onto the floor. Let's see what I can do. This doesn't look good real quick. Okay, last charge. Well, I guess that was good for getting to the boss at my mid-60s, right? I mean, pretty good. Okay, going to the boss at 54 and with 2 skulls isn't bad. It's at least better than what we've done so far. But I really don't like how much deaths there were getting here. Wasn't pretty. Blocks. Now rush. Oh my god. Okay, how about a dodge? Oh, ow! What if I put on the pressure? Okay, I'm doing okay. But I want a staff in the back, really? In the back, really? Okay, let me grab my staff. Ow! That was rude. Okay. Let me get my staff. Rude! Ow! Okay, one last shot. I'm so close to dying. I can make it to the second phase. Nope. So close. Dang it. Okay, starting this fight at 66. Again, isn't great. I did pretty good with my health getting here. It was really the last trial that got me so bad. Okay. I definitely got punished for trying to grab this staff too much. This hurts mentally at this point. All right, I need to change something.